Hi, Malleable. Not sure what you're looking at. You're looking at Gabriel Knight and the
Three.
three and the Blood of the Secret, the Blood of the Dan adventure games. How you doing? And this is a 3D game.
Maybe they wanted to buy Lady Howard's stuffing.
What year? I'm all right. How yourself and ourselves? We're going. We're doing great.
Gabriel Knight 3.
Gabriel Knight 3 from
99.
1999.
Came out November 18th, 1999.
One of these games that's really hard to run unless you have a guru, which I do. So he got it running on Windows 10. He optimized it, and this is the best you can see.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems. We've been playing this for probably well over 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
No issues. So,
Oh, knock on wood. But it's clunky graphics for sure, and some of the controls are very wonky, very hard to control. And that's what Chad's got it down pat now, so I just gladly let him do it. So how's your Sunday?
thing over here.
I'm thinking about making my family chicken and chili tonight for dinner. So I got chicken cooking in a crock pot.
Got a couple different stones here. Big one.
But she
over
wants that
here.
big one. Pretty much what you'd expect from a game that age. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, this was early age of 3D, and I mean, especially you go look at like PlayStation 1 graphics, it's similar type case. You had at least three big Sierra Adventure games which came out like the 98, 99 time era. So you had Quest for Glory 5, King's Quest Mask of Eternity, and Gabriel Knight 3. And they were were kind of clunky, but 3D was, of course, the big trend that was going on at the time. Before that was full motion video, and so I was never really a fan of full motion video. So I was at least kind of glad that we started going to 3D, so it wasn't quite as much of looking like a movie versus let's go back to looking more like a computer game.
But you liked Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, Phantasmagoria and Gabriel Knight 2 were good, but sometimes it was like, and some games they wouldn't work well as a full motion video game.
Mm-hmm.
Like think of Doom as full motion video, like that just wouldn't work.
These are the longest chapters. Are these first, right after the murder happens, because all you have to do is just keep searching for the right pixel.
Like so, like you get they did well with the little bird noises and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that one place that was showing.
On the when we were up on the binoculars.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was
that's
some place that
possible.
didn't look very interesting, but.
What if we go back and look again now? Would we see Estelle there?
Yeah, we can see if.
So a murder has happened, and we think vampires. Well, we are not thinking that, but it's looking like there could be vampires were involved. I don't know. Gabriel Knight might be thinking that he is a shadow hunter. He sees monsters. He finds monsters. So it doesn't appear. What is that right there? if you can't zoom in, it's not useful. Same thing. It's like the mansion that is not there anymore. Okay, now wait a minute. Yeah, that it's come out. We saw the red rock though.
Okay.
Okay. Do you play these type of games, Mabel? We just play a variety on the channel of all different kinds of games. We're all over the bat, really all over the board on what we play.
Okay, Wilkes is gone.
So are we going to search for John Wilkes? Have we identified these yet?
He should, but he's being dumb. I think we've written it wherever you have those notes, but
It's probably in the drawer. I wish I would go outside once in a while. Let's just pick up the glass. Yes, I tend to drop in and lurk on occasion. Well, thank you so much for the lurk.
thank you.
Appreciate it. We're glad to entertain. Oh, we've got something to turn into Grace. Do
Hopefully.
we? Tire treads, put them in Sydney? I don't know.
We get around to it.
Any of them.
Grail. Not a cup. Or a body.
Lots of people do. want to hear this.
This got to do with the Templars and the Freemasons and Priory of Science King.
They're all supporters of the project dedicated to getting the bloodline back on the timeline. The Templars were probably founded to find proof of the bloodline's genealogy. That's why they were excavating under the Temple of Solomon. And the Crusades give them the perfect cover.
Proof like what? A 2,000-year-old.
There must be a squirrel out there. She just keeps opening and getting freaky.
Jesus was of the royal house of David. And if he had children, it would have been the Temple record.
If the Priory and the Templars were both
She's
supporters of the blood,
nub-nubbing the window.
split up.
Maybe they had a falling out.
Like Martin Luther and the Catholics. Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel. Mr. Howell.
Don't.
That's outdated jokes.
Okay, according to the book, the Templars were the founders of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And when they were persecuted, some of them fled to Scotland to change their name.
What's that got to do with the Redwood Chateau?
Only that whatever is going on here, the Freemasons are obviously still involved. Some secret knowledge has been passed on to the organization.
I'm not sure I want to know, but who or what is the Priory?
The Prior of Sion.
Zion is an offshoot of the Templars. See, they split off before the Templar persecution, way back in 1188.
Mm-hmm.
The Priory returned to France from the Holy Land and set up a bunch of monasteries.
What's that got to do with the man?
Well, the Priory still exists, and they seem to have some kind of wicked agenda going on with the Redwood Chateau.
Here's a random thought. Not only are there the big changes and the Abbey, if the man was Freemasons, could the Abbey be Friar?
There you go.
But I was thinking that Montreux might be Priory.
Montreux?
Yeah, he's the owner of the local winery, Chester Distilleries.
Captain McCreaky.
I'll have to check it out. Besides, if the Priory and the Freemasons are both supporters of the blood, why would they be ripping each other's throats out?
I don't think they're that friendly, though. They may have started out emulating each other, but that doesn't mean they always agree.
Oh, kind of like the U.S. Navy, Reagan and Bush, R. Gasoline, Siegfried and Roll.
All right, already.
All very outdated.
In Redwood Chateau.
Sure. But whatever it is, it probably has something to do with the bloodline.
How does this relate to the treasure?
The authors think Sonia found the Templar treasure, all right. Was it gold? It was ancient genealogy charts from the Temple of Solomon, which Sonia then used to get this, blackmail the Catholic.
That's what we kind of felt anyway.
Maybe he sold the documents to people like the Priory and the Mistress.
Well, it's a theory. Was there anything else I should know about the book?
Oh, maybe just one small hint. Many of the prominent families in the United States claim they were originally descent, including the Kessler Lorenz, Billy Fox, Francis, and Montesquieu Richard, Gilbert Gammon in Britain, and the Stuarts of Scotland.
The Stuarts? Prince James and the bloodline descendant. Oh, genealogy. Whoa, it does kind of change the whole picture, doesn't it? I really need to go. You catching a train? No, I just,
I still want to read a bit more. So let's meet back here at 5, shall we?
Sure. See ya.
Holy genealogies, Batman. That's an awesome line. The dialogue of the game. Okay, so a lot of people have their mixed feelings about the 3D of the game and stuff like that, but the written dialogue of the game is pretty on and
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's one thing that was well done with all these games.
And of course, pre Da Vinci Code kind of thinking going on here. But not pre Holy Blood, because that is a real book, and there of
Yep.
course is real theories about that Mary Magdalene had a child from Jesus.
Yeah. Which then I think similar ideas were used in the Da Vinci Code.
And you could only imagine the Catholic Church going ballistic, because they don't want women to have that kind of. Mary was one thing, she's the mother of God. But to have that woman be carrying the bloodline of Jesus would just be everything that would contradict every single thing they thought. It'd be interesting to get into a theological discussion with someone who has a differing opinion. But anytime the Catholic Church has had some kind of
Lice.
no, just some kind of difference of opinion, they close ranks and really push back, including burning at the stake the people of that kind of opinion.
Okay.
I don't think I need to scan that. That's it. I don't think I need to scan that.
Fortunately, I'm not a scholar on that at all.
I don't think I need to scan that. That's it.
Or unfortunately.
I'll let Bryce do the research stuff. She loves it.
Okay, one thing I think I missed was you need to write down the license, not just look at it. But sometimes he doesn't necessarily know what he needs to be doing either.
Oh, weird, because we looked at it and we said it out loud, but we had to write it down. Great. And of course, lurking is fine. A lot of people, they do their laundry, they doing their Sunday chores, and they just have us on in the background, which is fine with us too. So, time to get back in the dumbwaiter?
I'm going to see if I can or not. Okay. No.
Okay, so
We're done with that.
once we're done with that, the kitchen staff is working on dinner. Well, we are allowed to go in the kitchen. If you truly wanted to go in the kitchen, we're allowed. Ooh, we want this. We want it. We want it. Wilkes is green.
Yep.
This print doesn't look anything like the one I got on Food Cherry's soup print, so it must be blue soup glaze. I'll mark it.
Okay, and then Buccelli is the white one. And we've already figured out he's supposed to be a minister or something like that.
Probably somebody from Rome, most likely.
That's Food Cherry's print. The link is on
Oh, then he's a priest, like a Vatican guy.
So let's go add this.
I'd be interested to see if we can get what Emilio had in his newspaper.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a coincidence. It's like an old spy movie where they bump into each other and they drop information.
Yeah.
I mean, watch enough spy movies to know that that's the thing.
You guys should wake up calls. Maybe you could have somebody buzz the ring to me about 2 a.m. Something won't let me down now, will ya? Most assuredly, monsieur. That's what you get. Yes, sir.
We're buzzing the room at 2 a.m.
Because we see that.
Oh, I know why, but I'm just saying I would give more content. I'd be like, I have to get up and take some medicine at a certain time, or I've fabricated some kind of lie. Prince James.
How's it going, buddy?
Two guys are sent down here
Yeah.
to take care of things.
Yeah.
Lemore.
I hope they didn't owe you any money.
All right, here we go. He has to answer his own phone.
Nesby, this is Gabriel Knight. Ordered on, please.
C'est moi.
Mr. Knight. Hello, Prince James. I'm afraid I have some pretty bad news. Sir, your man was found dead this morning. I see. Yes. It's horrifying news. I can tell you everything I know about it. Please, do. Well, they left here last night. Came to the ground. We found 2 fuels dead. Well, hell, it was ritualistic. No. I just don't understand.
He was vampires or aliens.
But the killing still revolves around blood. I think
Nesby and I were just discussing this. You see, I have certain affairs which you know nothing about, and I'm not inclined to involve outsiders.
yeah, I'm kind of getting that picture. But if I'm to
That's why I sent my own men down there. Now this, I don't know what to do.
Make another one.
Hi all, have fun and take care. Okay, Cinemasker, thank you so much for stopping and saying hi. Hopefully you're doing okay. Everything's all right in your part of the world.
Intruding on. Please, just try to stay focused on finding the child.
The child.
sir, I'd be a lot more successful if you told me everything.
Nope.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight. Whatever is soon.
Hear from us soon. And the thing is, he's not telling us as in Gabriel Knight and Grace, enough stuff to protect us. What about this fact that the Scots were down there and they now have their throats ripped out of their, their bodies? So sometimes keeping those kind of secrets isn't a good idea. And maybe he doesn't think that Gabriel would believe, but Gabriel is a shadow hunter. That's what he does for a living.
I'm gonna do a quick loop about.
Write down all the license plates.
Well, I don't see Wilkes anywhere around, so I'm kind of wondering if he's.
Well, he's probably got his tool out there somewhere, his
Yeah.
seismograph or whatever he's got going on out there. Well, it's a little early for the tavern.
You can get in.
Gabriel. And the same guy standing behind the counter.
Oh well, they don't have the fire going at least.
Yeah. Well, that's for the nighttime. Wonder if he gets the wine from Montreux. Piss off. I don't speak English. I went ahead and, or don't bother. I don't speak English. That was probably more like what he said. But it could have been piss off too. The police are still there at the crime scene, huh?
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't talked to Gabriel or come back to the hotel and talk to any of the witnesses. We really didn't witness anything.
I don't need to write down Larry's.
So yeah, we didn't write down his thing because they said he didn't need to. Maybe he's in that patch of grass that Estelle was in. Interesting. Well, we can go here. How the hell do we find this? Oh, that's right. But this is definitely a weird angle. Is this the winery?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stone cylinders. We had those back in Louisiana.
Did it?
So it's now time for Gabriel to mess around in the winery?
They're locked, Nancy Ann.
Auntie M, Uncle Henry, I can't get in.
Whoa, I knew you could try that.
Spider-Man might. We're just knocking the door. I'd like to buy a bottle of wine. My name is Gabriel Knight. Taste the wine. Okay, that's interesting that we can actually go to the winery now. Count McCreaky's house. Poussin. Poussin.
Okay. Yeah, this was on the tour.
Poussin. So you can't walk up to the tomb?
No, it's
Probably not important. If it was, it'll be available later. Oh. So maybe you'll see it with your binoculars, like at that one mansion lookout. Wait. Oh, no, that's your bike. Train station, right? Get ready. Close my eyes. Yep, we're done with her. And I let myself go. No, Estelle's
yeah,
still
okay,
there.
yes, yeah.
Maybe this time she'll have moved the rock. Though I don't see any tools or any reason anyway. Unless she pulls a shovel out of God knows where.
No, you have a shovel on the side of the bike.
Well, yeah, we've got a shovel. Doesn't mean she's got a shovel.
There's supposed to be one on the side.
Oh, on the side of her bike. Everybody's bike's got a shovel. Gotcha.
Supposed-
And I let the music roll. So maybe you're not meant to find John Wilkes.
Yeah, okay. Maybe he's just out and about somewhere or whatever.
He's gandering about with his little tool. His seismic tool. Can we go up on top and use that lookout and look at the things like Poisson's tomb and
Oh, that's interesting.
what was that? You click on the sign, it tells you go get the Harley.
Yeah. Oh, that was a weird glitch.
In a game full of weird glitches, why not? Oh, he's still up there. So you can't pull out the Knox and look up there, or?
Oh yeah, you can if you want to. See if there's anything else.
Well, that was my thought.
Well, why don't you go do that? See if you can look at a British guy looking around or something.
I will, my darling, I will. I will.
Well, you see, they make things that are far away look real close like.
Thank you. I can't even grab them.
The planets came with the hardest. I don't think I need to scan that in the city.
I can't even use them, like free use them. I can't even use them, like free use them. Yeah.
Did you click them on yourself?
Oh, I click them on myself.
Take the binoculars, click on yourself.
All right, let's pull them out. Let's be a stalker. And it was only a fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. I'm not seeing anything. No matter how we tried, we could not break free. And the walls ate into his brain. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean there might not be anything.
Yeah. Okay. Just wasting time while you were going.
Okay. Okay. You want a minute?
I don't think I'm going to show that.
You don't want to show that to him? Darn it.
You don't think it could be
Yeah, we were out there looking for something too, and it was there. Whatever he's looking for, he's been looking for all the entire 2 hours. Sorry. Let me do that. Stop the nervous shaking.
how's life, John?
Monsieur the French,
Oh, monsieur, of course I don't. Goodbye.
I ate a block of cheese last night, and well,
That's why I need to set the alarm for 2 o'clock in the morning. Could we ring Monsieur Basra's room and see if we can get him to flip out?
we're using
So,
what,
25?
7 or something.
Yeah, maybe 27. It's on the guest book.
Oh, well, I think we could, but depends if he doesn't seem to be leaving, so.
No, that's the problem. I could. Nope, doesn't want to buzz anybody at the moment. Okay, so that was just a thought. I'm guessing climbing in the dumbwaiter while the guy's in his room would be a dumb thing.
You're not allowed to.
I really should go get some other stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what other stuff do we need to do?
Okay, we called him.
Right? We got the tire treads. Do we have to
Okay.
scan anything?
Well, I think I scanned everything we can need.
Yeah, okay. Let's just get some little bit of advice.
I'm not sure what I'd say if you came to the grill.
I'm not sure either. What would you say?
Should be silent.
I don't think anybody's in there.
Is anybody in there? I was already singing Floyd's. Why not? Can anybody hear me? Is there anyone at home?
Well,
We got the prints off the glass. Is it later for visiting Madeline? I think Madeline's at the crime scene. Think someone's in there typing or scratching?
yeah.
Is that Buccelli? If you put the thing to 31, would she be snoring? She had such a fright. Do we hear a conversation between Buccelli? Buccelli's phone conversation?
Oh, okay, we have to. Okay, yeah, it's saying something about phone conversation, but I didn't see that unless we missed something. But let's go over. Let's go over here. So.
No one's in there.
So they're saying something, but I'm kind of wondering if we missed something.
Oh,
So if so, it's kind of a little irritating. It's almost a little like Colonel's Bequest, where you can miss things.
Okay, so we printed an ID for ourselves.
Let me see.
Gracie entered these last night.
Okay, there's no notes in these things. It's the only thing we found is that. See if we can find. See if we can record Buccelli's conversation
It happened near the beginning.
of the level. But is it gonna? Was it what's gonna need to move the time forward?
Oh yeah, there are several things at the beginning. I think it's just things that you missed. So
Hopefully, well, what moves the time forward?
we have other things we need to do.
Okay.
Stop. We have to go check out Montreux.
We tried. We couldn't get into the wine
Well, we have to go do something different.
subterfuge. Gotcha. Speaking of beautiful, sweet fur babies, I wonder where Tommy, oops, Holly is. He does remind me of Tom sometimes. So knocking on the front door of the winery is what we need to do. Because you now have the New York Times ID. Coincidentally. Did the weird woman in the wine keeping cellar gonna answer the door?
I don't think so.
What should we do that for? Your new song for that movie? Hannah, I have no idea what you just said for that. Yes, yes, what is it you want?
Oh, hello, creepy.
My name is Hannah. I'm a reporter. I'm doing a feature on Launderdot wineries, and I'd love to give you my spread. I see if the chateau owner is free.
All right, time to be introduced formally to Count McCreepy.
Bonjour, Monsieur Knight. I'm Excelsior Monster, the owner and dedicator of Chateau de Sèvres. Nice of you to see me, Mr. Monster. I told you an appointment, but I get better results just knocking it out. The best place in Philadelphia. Now allow me to take some polite questions.
I hope Gabriel knows how to do the wine properly because a wine connoisseur is gonna know.
What would you like to serve, sir? Are you a red man or a white? No. Let me get it.
Red.
Red. Gosh, it shows, huh? You would like it dry. Hell, I'd drink dust if I could. Gracie, perhaps the 76 Emerald. Yes, sir.
Lace with rohypnol. Or maybe something that makes him talk. Actually, there's that. I can't think of the name of it, but there's a drug that can make someone talk more.
Beer.
No.
Everything's all right, I know. Oh, yes, here, anyway. The constable called a little while ago. There was a murder in the city last night. A murder? Very unusual, actually. I suppose you didn't hear. Oh, well, we should let it
the wine.
Nothing worse than suffocated wine. Are you from this area, Mr. Montrose? Yes, no, I grew up in Paris, but my family is on this estate. My wife and I fell into this yes, yes. Children do take pleasure. Oh, you got kids? Oh, yes. A beautiful daughter is away at school, and my firstborn son, he's 12. Have you children? Ah, no. But you must. Children are every man's right.
Creepy. County McCricky.
The marriage bond.
Hello, sweet Smurf. Thank you so much for rating the channel. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Ebbs. Hi, guys. Thank you for the raid. Hi, Brew 414. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for following me on the crazy train, King of Potatoes. Hello, hi, Mizuruku. It's Ebony. Hello, by the way, you changed your name. Hello, Ebony. Welcome in again. Hi, King of Potatoes. Thank you so much for following. How's everybody doing? How do you like Gabriel Knight and the adventures? Right now, we're playing The Blood of the Sacred, The Blood of the Damned, which was a 3D game from 1998. Ebony, how's everything been? Welcome. We just found a really creepy guy that we're questioning because there was a murder. Yo. For those who don't know, this is voice acted by Tim Curry. Yeah, we weren't lying. We're playing retro. I've been good, super chill. Well, thank you, Sweet Smurf, for the raid. Good, super, been chill, super chill. Me too. Just kind of chilling back on a Sunday. What? Just let me get a chance to give you a shout out here. We'll get some callbacks in just a second. You were in high school back then? Still could play the game. It was mature rating, though. Two old retro players. You were 6. Never too early to start. The game looks cool, and you don't know now, but I look like Mafia. I love Tim Curry. Love him in the original It. Absolutely. King of Potatoes. Absolutely. Yeah, Smith's birth was a baby, or Brew, Sarah was a baby. Never too early, seriously, never too late to try to play these games. They're very, very, they hold the test of time. Okay, there he goes. He at least swirled it. That's good. He should have taken a sip and then no, he shouldn't guzzle. There we go. Swig, swish. See, there's a method to it. I think he took too much of a swig. I'm definitely not a wine connoisseur. But I do know that someone who is pretending to be would need to know more about how to do like the tasting of a wine. Oh, thank you so much for following. Sweet Smurf, you became my 400th follower. Yay! Thank you for following, Brew414. You guys have just put me over the top.
It's over here that you can do.
Yeah, now we need to try to do some shout outs. Here we go. Thank you for bringing Sweet Smurf. Okay. All right, now let's see some clips. Is that Pokemon? Thank you so much for getting me to 400, you guys. What is this exactly? Ebbs, yes, 400. Thank you. I've been like 400, 398, 395. All right, we're just checking to see those who stream. And if you do and you have clips, you will get shout outs. Uh, Ebbs doesn't stream. Pokemon, that's what I figured it was Pokemon. How was your game today? So I think Brew doesn't stream either, but that's okay. Does King of Potatoes? Sweet was shiny hunting in Pokemon. Gotcha. Um, Sweet King of Potatoes, do you stream?
But if there are billions and billions of instructions, kind of, you get into DNA with your breeding program and all. Actually, DNA is an interesting machine. Did you know?
No, but I should though. Animal Crossing today. I know a lot of people are playing Animal Crossing. It's such a cute game.
But to answer your question, I have my own ways of testing the line.
Well, thank you, Ebs. I support everyone who streams. I think if you want to stream and you have the game, you have the willpower because it takes a lot, and you get the equipment, stream. Have fun and stream and play the game. Play the game. Okay, I'll take care of that later. See, he's really creepy.
Oh yes, the trail is that thing, that one thing, whatever symbol you use for it, that represents completion, perfection, the absolute. You understand? Well, no, not really. Turning base metal into pure gold, that is the alchemist's game. But it's not an original method of real gold. It's symbolic. Man is the myth, God is the gold. Man to God. That is the alchemist's goal. That is the Holy Grail. Ah, but I thought with the grail, it was actually the blood. The blood grail that was the immortal. Well, of course, the blood is the elixir of life, the juice of the forbidden fruit, the juice of the forbidden fruit. Oh, never mind. Thus the old theories are. Let's stick to the line, shall we?
So right now we are interviewing a potential suspect who may have stolen a child, a very special child, who they think is the bloodline of Jesus. So, boy, if you're religious, you might not like this game. But if you're not, and you can tolerate the theory that the Holy Grail is the bloodline of Jesus, and some people are trying to get to it. Right, exactly, Mizuki. It's a little bit pushing it out there, you know what I mean? It's like Da Vinci Code kind meets, but actually, I don't know which came first. I think the Da Vinci Code came after the Gabriel Knight. Well, yes,
Yes, it did.
Brew. We are all bloodlines of Jesus, but they're talking about Mary Magdalene having a child with Jesus. You ever play Mafia? No, I never have. Is that similar theory? Hello, Gage. Sounds like Da Vinci Code. Yes, exactly. 100% same kind of theory that Mary Magdalene would have had a child with Jesus. And that they tried to kill that bloodline, and they've been trying to kill the bloodline ever since. And that the vampires want the blood of Jesus so that they can be immortal and they can be gods. That's the theory. So we'll see. I definitely like the Da Vinci Code. And I have read some of the others, and even the book they're referring is based upon a true book, mostly to do with the Knights of the Templar and all that stuff. It's very fitting for the month of October. Exactly, Brew. We started this. We started this in September because we knew that we would be going into the month of October with this game as well. And also, we're going to be playing Phantasmagoria 2 right after Gabriel Knight 3 ends for wrapping up the month of October. I think we probably got about 2 more streams, maybe 1, 2. I don't know.
Yeah, it still takes us.
We got
fair
some
amount.
time.
It's been a long time since we've played this game, so.
Yeah. But I think it's an interesting game. I mean, it's kind of, it gets a little slow moving at times because you've got to find the clues. They kidnapped a child of the direct bloodline, so we're trying to find the child. It brings me back to playing PC back in the day. Nice. Yeah, this is an old PC game. In fact, I'll show you guys the box because Chad has the original box. The price of the game was $49.99.
Oh, good. I can't walk out here. There we are.
And he treats his games really well. He takes really, really good care of them. So, I think we had a Hastings receipt in here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was inside. There was a Hastings receipt, but it came with a. It didn't come with a book. It came with a like a cartoon manual of some sort.
There's a comic that's an intro.
Yep. So in
Okay,
here,
it looks like the Scots were here.
one thing that's kind of interesting, the CD case on the back has an advertisement for Half-Life. Packaging isn't as big as it was in those days. Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that on the stream a couple weeks ago about the size. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate that, Mizuki. Do you stream as well? Anyway, so inside had a prologue, which was a comic book. I'm not sure if I'm showing the camera. And that kind of gives you the pre-story. They left that out. Ah, she's your minion. Ha ha. And a game manual. So, I mean, he wishes. I have a few of those, trust me. I got ones who really like it. I'm going to head off now. I hope you have a wonderful stream, and I'll try to join you later. Thank you so much, Ebony. You're so awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate you thinking about me and sending Sweet Smurf over.